We are back, baby. We are back and better than ever. Especially after coming off the long bye, a midweek bye. We are getting ready for week 9 of the NFL season, and the Lions to take on another division opponent, this time the Vikings at home. We're going to be previewing that game and reacting to some recent news that happened over the course in between the last 2 episodes. But before we do that, let's introduce the Blue Kool-Aid crew that is here. I'm Big Z, and we got the whole crew here tonight. Let's start with Bob.
Happy Halloween! Ooh.
UJ.
Hi.
And Rud Dog.
Yo.
All right, gentlemen. So during earlier this week, kind of a little bit of surprise, I would say, especially during midseason. You don't usually see this happen, but the Lions extend Aiden Hutchinson for 4 years, $180 million, $141 million guaranteed. Annually just puts him $1 million behind Micah Parsons. Let's go around and react to this really quick. Bob.
Oh, I love it. Brad's cooking. You know, like back in the day, we couldn't re-sign Sue because the cap was not in our favor, but they got things lined up in a row, though. This is amazing. I love it.
UJ.
Yeah, well, you know, ever since he got that used money printing machine from the Fed that they weren't using anymore, they just in that back room printing up money, man, paying these guys whatever. It's unbelievable how they're paying all these guys money, but it's great. I love seeing Hutch back. It's so awesome to have him here for the next 4 years for sure. I know he's going to live up to that contract. It's just great to have this. He's probably arguably the most dynamic player on this whole freaking team, especially on the defense. But man, I'm very happy they did it. And I'm sure they thought about the cap implications, all that crap. Who cares? We got him, baby. I love it.
Rud Dog.
For you guys that don't know, UJ made his hay back in the day on the inside of the system. That's how he knows about this stuff. You can tell by the hair. I'm psyched, man. That's great. Bring Hutch back. They're building the foundation and the pillars of this team through our core players, and they're putting the money in the right places. And Hutch was obviously the right place. Super stud. Freaking super excited.
So the cap hit, this is interesting, at least right now as it stands. Next year, between Goff, Sun God, J-Mo, Sewell, Hutch, Aleem, and Kirby, they will account for 62% of the cap space.
It's amazing.
I'm sure that will change, especially Goff counting $69 million towards the cap. That will probably change. Dude, they'll probably ask him to take less salary. They'll do some sort of signing bonus thing, and it offsets to the future. That's usually what happens with these type of things when you have a cap hit that massive.
It's all
I'm sure they have a
magic
plan because you get a 62% going to 7 guys.
Got the core locked up.
I don't know. That sounds about right.
Well, most of the core, right? So that.
Yeah,
well,
most of the core.
You need to lock in at this point. Next year, though, there's a couple of other ones.
Yeah, there'll be a couple more next year.
Laporta,
Brand, Kirby.
No, Kirby we got, but
right, Gibbs,
that's right.
Campbell,
Amir
Laporta,
Gibbs,
and Brandt are all within the next 2 months.
Campbell.
They're all eligible for a deal, and after the season ends.
What do you mean by eligible? Yeah. Are you
they're
eligible from the day you sign your deal?
Well, when you're a rookie, you have to wait a certain amount of time.
You have to wait at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Or you can renegotiate.
Okay. That's actually
here's the thing about this, though. You know, eventually this is going to happen. We're going to have to get rid of some good players somehow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And if they're signed to contracts, that usually is more beneficial in the long run. When you're trading into a team, they know what they're getting contract-wise and stuff. And I don't know. I hate to trade anybody away who we got, but let's just, for an example, say, I don't know.
Branch.
That's a good one. Branch.
Aleem.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Branch. So Branch, we signed Branch, and then he's trade bait. We get a couple of nice first-round picks for him or something, you know, some high picks and stuff, and we continue what we're doing here and just keep the machine going. Eventually it's going to happen, you know.
Yeah.
We can't keep these guys forever. You can't pay them all. You just can't do it.
Right.
No.
And I think the thing, UJ, too, is you got to do it when without just. I think if you hold on to it, if you white knuckle it too much, you end up just losing these guys anyway. And watch as like the whole team deteriorates. You got to make shrewd moves, like the Patriots back in the day trading away. Who was it? Help me remember. Was it like Haley Nada or something? I don't know if he was even on the Patriots. Like Vince Wilfork, they traded away
the defensive lineman.
Richard Seymour. They traded a super stud D lineman in his prime, and got a bunch of draft picks and stuff. And like it was kind of a while.
Revis too.
But like things like that, like that's the kind of thing. Those are the kind of shrewd moves you'll have to look for Brad to make in the not too distant future. They'll hurt on their face, losing the players because. On the other hand, you're like, I love you guys. And, it's like, it's hard to let them go, but you got to make the move that's best for the team. And
I love that we've locked all these guys up, though.
So do I.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm very happy with
Oh,
this.
it's awesome. I mean, they've contributed just under $1 billion to all those guys I mentioned, plus Decker and Montgomery. So 9 players, roughly $1 billion combined. Commitments for the next 4 or 5 years or so. Who I think
opened the window.
Before I mentioned though, Gibbs, Campbell, Laporta, and Branch. I think Branch would be the most expendable out of. If I gun to my head had to pick one of the 4.
Branch.
I don't want to lose any, but I just think if you're gonna lose any of them, it'd be Branch.
Maybe between Laporta and Branch. I don't know. I like them both so much.
How dare you?
I would take Laporta over Branch if I had to choose between the two.
Yeah, I would too. I think it's really hard to find what Laporta's been doing for this team.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If here's the thing, if Branch keeps developing the way I think he's capable of and becomes like anywhere near the the realm of like an Ed Reed or something, that can be so damn valuable.
Well, I mean, according to Campbell, he said this week that Laporta has really raised his game the most of any player on the team this year.
Yeah, he did.
He has been playing really good. Like that's like it's not like I want one to go. If we can keep them both, by all means. It's like we're talking about like one of our great awesome players that we love so much. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I think Jack Campbell is like safe in that list. To me, I think he's like an absolute, but maybe it's him and Laporta. Oh God, it's so hard, you guys. I'm just glad I don't have to make the decision.
Hey, we got him right now, though. That's the main thing. Let's enjoy it while we got him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right. Right now, we're celebrating a retention. We don't have to dread the future. There's no reason.
And before we get into the upcoming game and such, the trade deadline is coming up on next Tuesday. That date is.
We should trade for Zadarius Smith.
It's the 4th.
Thank you. November 4th. The
trade for his
in the
retirement.
afternoon, the trade deadline ends. I would anticipate the Lions making some sort of move. I don't think it's going to be any splashy move. It doesn't seem like the Bengals are going to be moving on from Trey Hendrickson. Big disappointment. I don't understand what the Bengals are doing, but I guess they are who they are.
They can just burn like they want.
They keep struggling and not doing any and not changing any sort of course. So,
well, I think if they let Trey Hendrickson play out his contract, they'll get a compensatory 3rd rounder.
Or they can just get the compensation now by trading him.
Well, yeah.
You get like some serious compensation.
I mean, it's a really weak division, so maybe they still think they got a shot to make the playoffs.
Like Joe Burrow's going to come healthy late down the stretch or something.
Yeah,
I don't
be back in
think
December.
it's going to happen, but I would love if they made a move for Hendrickson, even if it's just for a year, and give up a good draft pick, because I think that would be an incredible.
It'd be a rental. It'd be a rental.
I'd give up a first rounder. I wouldn't care.
You get Reader and Hendrickson back together. Get the band.
Oh my
back
gosh, Hutch with Reader and
Davenport will be back at some point
Hendrickson
later this year. I think the Lions and Pascal obviously too.
That's why I don't think they do a move, because they don't really need it.
Right.
I think they do a move. They go doo move.
Well, Red Dog entertaining himself over there in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm not. I do not.
Anyways, yeah, I would expect maybe some depth in the backfield, in the defensive backfield, if anything. I don't really know. I think they're in a pretty good spot, especially compared to last year at this point. Like last year at this point, Hutch had broken his leg. They were desperate to find some or extra edge rush help, amongst some other injuries as well. But in this case, we got a lot of the guys injured last year are coming back later this year.
Right.
So,
I know.
kind of the injuries from last year are helping this year because we'll get them fresher later in the season.
So what do you guys think? Z thinks they'll make a small move. I think they won't do anything. What do you think,
Yeah.
Red Dog?
I'm with you, Bob. I don't see one like that. Like that. I like maybe like an O-line depth, but I don't even see that really. I don't see it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
No move.
Like producer
What about-
KJ, what did the Rams give up for McCreary on the Titans?
They gave up a 5th round, like 6th round, like pick swap. So they pretty
Yeah.
much
So not much.
traded like a 5th rounder and got back like a 6th in McCreary. So
For what? What's McCreary?
He's a cornerback.
Roger McCreary. He was
He's like a
on,
veteran
the Tit-
cornerback, just like a
the
depth
Titans.
piece. Kind of like what I would imagine the Lions maybe goes out and seek, but not give up that much.
I don't know, man. With Whiteside and everyone, the way our secondary performed last week, I don't think I even see that really happening.
You might be right. It's not the end of the world. It ends up not being the case. So
The Legion of
you know
Whom.
what? Yeah, that's a great one. But the Brian Branch, Sean, my whatever we call him, my whisperer cousin, he mentioned that scenario where Branch sits out because he's suspended, and then the other guys come in and perform really well. And they asked Branch in the interview the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, they played actually like better than us." And he was like, "He's ready to get back. He's so desperate to get back on the field because of the way those guys perform, just so he can, show what he's really capable of." And I just think our secondary is just charged to get even better down the stretch.
Yeah, I think that Branch suspension actually kind of united the team. Because it was a little unjust the way Juju got nothing and they punished the Lions and for that whole thing, and then they had the team all wear the jerseys and everything. So I think it's gonna be good. And then he's baptized now. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
God bless.
It's like a horn or something, like a big deer horn or something. I don't know.
What?
It was a different kind of thing. They dipped them in the river.
So UJ, what's your prediction? The Lions make a move, any sort of move, or stay pat?
I think if they do anything, it's not going to be a big headliner deal. I would actually personally, if they had the opportunity to get a top-notch lineman, I would be offensive lineman. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't know, to take over a starting position or at least have some really solid depth behind who we got now going into the playoff stretch here. So I would not be opposed to that.
I agree. If they could find something that fit there.
Wait,
right, exactly.
So what's your prediction? Are you saying you think they don't make a move, UJ, or are you saying they do?
I think they won't make a big splash. They may make a move or two, but I don't think it'll need anything huge, like a big name guy or anything.
I can see maybe a veteran like tackle too, just because with Manu going out, and you never know, because Decker's shoulder's not great.
Right, exactly.
We got Skip.
That'd be somewhere else maybe they look
There's
at as
some
well.
question marks on our O-line, and I wouldn't mind see some extra depth there.
Yeah.
All right. Really quick, this is a headline on ESPN actually today. Maybe because of the nature of the words that John Morton used, but he said basically he's failed JMO so far. He literally used the word "I have failed him." He said he went up to apologize to him, basically to say I got to do a better job of getting you the ball open.
Wow.
Do we think we see a big change after the bye week in the JMO realm? Because like we've been saying, like something just seems off between him and Goff so far. He's claiming there's been a lot of cover 2 looks and it's taken away the deep ball. But at the same time, we know like JMO could beat the cover 2 with his speed, so that's not a fully.
I think it's more
great
complicated
excuse.
than that. I think Goff's not getting as much time as he was before. Is the biggest contributor, if you ask me. But
I don't know what the reasons are, but I was already saying this is like the biggest sleeping giant in the league right now is the fact that we've kind of left JMO largely untapped this far. And I think our offense as a whole, but largely because of JMO's inclusion going down the stretch, is going to be why this offense just is going to ascend into the playoffs, because like we've been leaving our most deadly weapon largely untapped. And I think the offense as a whole has a little bit of just like fine tuning really required after, but like this bye week, I think is gonna see them solve some of that. And the fact that Morton's, identified the aspect about JMO publicly, I think big things are coming.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think over the year it's going to all even out. They paid JMO, so obviously they want him on the team, and it's going to all
$90
work
million
out. I
decoy.
mean, these things have a way of evening out over the year, I think. And Amon Ra is so great right now. It's just feed the beast.
He is amazing.
Right, and defenses still like respect JMO. They're doubling him a lot, especially when he runs down deep. That opens up so much more underneath. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
but you
our
still gotta get in
offense
the
is-
ball,
Yeah, you do. You're right.
Yeah, they will.
Especially those guys, they get pissed when they start not getting any touches whatsoever.
Well, I mean, according to the interviews I've seen, he's a happy. He wants the ball more, but
Yeah.
he's not complaining.
I mean, he did just
Right.
get his extension, so at least he's getting paid to run
Yeah.
down, to get double covered.
Scotty Montgomery's his coach, right? The receivers coach, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to his interview and he was talking about how mature Jamel's come, but he's like if he wasn't like pissed about it, then like he wouldn't be the right kind of guy. Like he's pissed, but he also understands it. Like he's matured so much, and I no, he's gonna get his. And there's just so many mouths to feed. The important thing is we're winning, and he gets a chance to be on a winner, and he'll get his.
Yeah. Okay. I just that was
So you're
interesting.
saying
You
we
guys
need
have
to-
anything else you want to mention from the bye week news that I'm missing?
Well, we talked off the air about Kelvin Shepard. People are speculating LSU for him,
No,
but that's not really a story yet. But it's growing speculation.
I don't see it happening. I don't think
Yeah.
you're going to take a guy that's been out of college football for the past 5 years and put him into one of those high profile
Well,
jobs.
Did you see? He said he's a tiger in a line. He's a liger.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
that.
I saw
Quote.
that.
I have that quote.
was
Let me
pretty
play it for you guys.
That was pretty good.
When you cut me open, I kind of tell people because this thing's running right now. You cut me open, I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm all line. No, I've spent 5 years, well, 6 if you include the year coaching down there. That place molded me into the man that I am today and still becoming. You cut me open, I'm a liger. I think that's what they call it. Half lion, half tiger.
Gotta love Shep, baby.
Well, thanks, producer Kid J. That's great.
Yeah,
Play the
awesome.
clip there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
Well done.
I think the one good thing about the break, though, is that we're getting healthier. We're trending toward healthy, as opposed to last year where we were trending toward unhealthy. We were trending toward healthy.
Yeah.
I know it's still not quite past halfway in the season yet, but I like to see this healthy trend keep going upward toward the playoffs.
I think they opened up Rodrigo's injury window.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
they
Pra-
did.
Practice
Yeah,
window.
there's 18
They did.
days left. as of
Expecting him
today.
probably next week for the Eagles game, and then they're opening, I think, up the Egyptians' window as well.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Wait, opening up his window, that means they got to sign him back, right?
His injury
they got to
window.
sign him back. Yeah, they got to sign him back.
Yeah,
Right, which was what was indicated when they cut him. That he'd
Well,
be
I
back.
mean, obviously it's
some point.
indicated, but like, it's not like, how does that work with a window if you're not even on a team? Like they're still controlling his injury window or something. Like they're
That I don't
unofficially
know,
like
it's a little.
Another
running him, kind
another
of.
trickery by Holmes and company.
But that's exciting. If he could, if Muhammad came back, Hassanin, or that would be amazing.
Also,
Like-
Arnold is probably going to play this week, which is
Carry
good.
on.
So, I mean,
Carry on,
we're getting
my
healthier,
wayward
boys.
son.
It's good.
Yeah, and I
What up,
with
Gas?
that we were talking about defensive end. I still see Davenport
Campbell said
Yeah.
so.
probably a couple weeks out, but I still think he's going to contribute this year.
Yeah,
so
We don't
Campbell
even
said as much.
need
He'll
him
be
for the
back
regular
later this
season.
year. Pascal will be back at some point.
I
So
saw.
if you heard anything about Pascal, though,
I know,
they
it's
always
so
talk about
quiet.
everyone but Pascal.
That's true.
I think
just,
they mentioned him the other day because somebody asked in their press conference. They said he's improving, but nothing major to
So
add.
vague. They're just so
Yeah,
so quiet and mum about him. I don't know what it is.
yeah, trying to
Man.
hide stuff.
We don't even
Yeah.
need Davenport for the season. Just get him to the playoffs, right? Like,
Yeah,
like
Yeah, get him healthy at the end, man.
I
maybe
saw
a one game warm up.
Yeah. I
Go
saw
ahead,
Jay.
Colton Pouncey tweet out today too. DJ Reeves, he's eligible to come off IR next week, but he's probably not gonna be back until like the end of November.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we need
which
him
is
for
fine.
the playoffs for sure.
That's fine.
They said he was doing some work on the sideline, so he's,
He's fixing the water bucket.
yeah, maybe. But they need that. Gotta stay
Yeah.
hydrated.
It wasn't
we
dispensing properly.
H2O. Do we even need him with Nick Whiteside anyway? You know, like
We need everybody.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
More the merrier.
Yes, we do.
We need everybody.
wow, you guys took that so seriously.
We take it seriously.
Yeah,
It's a serious
We take
topic.
this team very seriously.
we're known as the most serious pod on the internet.
Dead.
It's true, folks. It's true.
Okay. Let's get into the upcoming game now, shall we? So the Lions are going to be hold on. First of all, let me update what happened during the bye week. The Packers went to the Pittsburgh, faced Aaron Rodgers, and blew him out of the water in the second half. They moved to 5-1-1. They're technically the number one seed in the NFC right now. The Bears lose to a Lamar Jackson-less Ravens team. They fall to 4-3. People are starting to wonder if Caleb Williams is the long-term quarterback in Chicago. So it's like the annual. Yeah, it's just how the Bears season goes every year at
Starting?
this point.
I think they started writing him off like the first month of his first season.
And then
As
the
Lions-
Vikings, they got their ass kicked on Thursday Night Football against the, I want to say Los Angeles Chargers. It was all around horrible. They used Carson Wentz at quarterback, and he was like playing with one arm basically. It was kind of embarrassing. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but he was like every throw he was like grimacing. He was like holding his shoulder. It's
Yeah,
like, it was hard to watch. Actually,
I
he's
heard
out for the
JJ
year now.
McCarthy was like popping around on the
Yeah.
sideline looking healthy too.
Yeah, like there was a play out of bounds where somebody like almost ran into his leg. He jumped up and
Yeah.
landed back on his
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah,
Wentz
he
is
like
a bum.
he tore his labrum and he fractured his socket in his shoulder,
Oh my
which
God.
seems like it really hurts.
Carson
Why
Wentz.
you just
Yeah,
play through
I
it,
can
man.
guess
Play
that.
through it.
Yeah.
Stafford would play through that.
Rub
He
some
did-
dirt on it.
You're
Get
talking
out
about
there.
Carson Wentz
The
or
hell?
JJ McCarthy?
Both of them.
Carson
Wentz.
Wentz.
Oh yeah,
It's almost like they could have,
No.
been used Sam Darnold this year.
yeah. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They're also really hurting on offensive line. They're missing 3 offensive linemen starters. Their best offensive lineman, Christian Darrisaw, the left tackle, was. It looked
Is
like
he
he was going to
ruled
play
out?
this week, but then he was out
Yeah.
today unexpectedly. So
Ah.
I don't know what's going on there. They have a lot of issues though up front, which is great for us. And it's what's hurt them in the last 2 games. They cannot hold the block on the offensive line. So,
Oof.
anyways, that leads the Lions to be at home this week. I just had up. It's 8.5 or 9.5. Let me
Might
see where
need to
it's
be
at
like
right
a little nice to JJ this week to like not end his career. Like, like put him down
Yeah.
gently maybe to. I got you, buddy. But you don't got this one, but I got you.
Well, I got both the latest odds here.
It's 8.5. So
Okay, it's 8.5. The Lions are 8.5 point favorites at home. Over under 48.5. They have Jordan Mason at running back. Aaron Jones came back a couple weeks ago. He hasn't done much since he came back. It does look like this will be JJ McCarthy's first game back since his first 2 games. He's played 8 quarters so far in his career. Obviously, got Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Josh Naylor at wide receiver. Their defense, like I said, it's also hurting a little bit.
Hutchinson.
But they have the usual characters: Harrison Smith, Isaiah Rodgers has been playing really good at cornerback for them, especially when it comes to creating turnovers. It's just someone to look out there. But that's all. I mean, they're just underperforming overall this year, offensive and defensively. You can argue that the offense has been so bad it hurts the defense. But anyways, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on the Vikings before we get into our prediction segments.
I will just
Well-
say that they're not the team they were last year. I think this is a great matchup off the bye, personally. I just think they're outgunned every which way, and All I got to do is not let McCarthy get comfortable back there, and this could be a rout.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I do respect the Vikings, but what have we won 5 in a row against them? And they have a great head coach, I think, a very good head coach. And I'm interested to see JJ, just see how he progresses. I mean, he's had fits and starts, to get his career going here, but it's not going to happen this week. I'll tell you that.
Do you think McCarthy's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL long term?
I do. I like JJ. He's got that X factor. He's a winner. So, and I'm a Michigan fan, so
Maybe he could be a coach
got
because
the
he's
tools.
never on the field.
Oh,
He's slinging daggers.
yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of like that Baker kind of mold, like maybe not like a prototype type level of talent, but like good enough all around talent with that scrappiness and the mobility to make some stuff happen. I like him, but I like the fact that we're gonna whoop him this week.
Yeah.
Even better.
And he beat Illinois in college. So that's
Wow.
pretty
It's a big
Who's
win.
Ellen? Noy.
He had to hand off the ball a bunch too to win the national championship. He did a really
good.
good
Hey, whatever
job.
it takes, man.
Yeah.
I think he's overrated. I don't understand what the Vikings are doing. When they had a perfectly good quarterback in their building, just let him go for a complete unknown.
I don't think they're going to
Commodity.
win anything with Darnold
Could-
myself.
Could you guys imagine if we had like
Besides the
moved
regular
on
season
from
games.
Goff? If we had moved on from Goff for like what's his face, the hooker or something? And we were like, oh, we can't keep Goff after he got his 15 wins. We gotta go with this young up and comer we got.
Well, Hooker was a 3rd rounder. JJ was
I
a
know,
1st rounder.
but-
You can say what
It's
you
the
will,
most
but last year,
embarrassing.
Darnold, the last couple of games of the season, he was awful. I mean, awful.
I agree
The
with you.
team-
He was
JJ.
just
I think
terrible.
He wasn't
So
great, but like,
this is the taste
whatever.
he leaves in your mouth at the end of the season. Yeah, that's why they didn't want to keep him, and they failed in the playoffs. And he was terrible at the last
if
couple
they
of
had
games of the
Darnold,
season.
he's not going to be that Vikings
What-
team's still not going to be better than the
Team
Lions or
sport.
Packers.
Right.
you don't think it was at all on the coaching staff and the team as a whole that maybe he
I
was
don't
struggling?
know. He sucked the
come
last
on.
couple of games. There's no doubt about
But
it.
he was
I
good
mean,
the whole year. He just
Oh,
was bad
so
at
you're just
I
gonna
know.
take away Meek Robertson's performance of shutting down, Justin Jefferson? That was because Darnold sucked, right? Not because Meek's a dope.
Darnold
ball
did
player.
miss throws in that game, for sure.
You can say whatever you want about a Meek or Jefferson or whatever. He was terrible in that.
I
in
can
those
say
last
whatever
he
I
was not
want.
good
You're
in the
right.
final
But one
regular
thing I will
season
say,
game
he
against us.
won them 14 games. and
did.
you just
Ooh.
drop him like a bad habit for a guy who didn't do squat yet in the league. I'm
It's not
sorry.
like he was a good.
It's
It's
a
not like McCarthy was
boneheaded
showing him
move.
something in practice. He didn't practice all last year because he was injured too. So I
I'm
don't.
saying it was a boneheaded move and now they look bad because of it.
Nah,
Like,
I don't
maybe.
think it was a bad move at all.
Let's see what Darnold does at the end of this season.
Proof's in the pudding, as far as I'm concerned on this.
So
one.
far, he
All
looks
right.
really good. So far, he looks
So
really
you're
good.
saying Darnold's going to win the Super Bowl this year? That's Red Dog's prediction.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Wow.
All right.
what? It's like, what is the word for it? Jumping the shark or leaping to? What's that? The jump to conclusions, Matt from.
It's a jump to conclusions map. It's a map with all these different conclusions.
you can
jump
jump
to.
to.
I don't know. What if they had Darnold? They'd win like 6-7 games. I don't know. I don't forget it. Kids love it. Anyway, go.
What if
6,
Darnold became a
7,
bank robber
funny.
and got arrested and couldn't play this year? Then we just, they'd look dumb for keeping him.
All
Hey,
right.
Hey, let me just get a quick question. Now that Hutch got paid, do you think he's going to give out like good candy at Halloween, like full size candy bars? Like instead of the little mini bars and stuff, and the cheap suckers and all. You think he'll give
He's
out?
going to
like,
give
good
out
ones?
tomahawk steaks.
That would be
Fresh off the
awesome.
grill.
That would be awesome. Like that.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see? It's kind of cool. JMO does those the trick or treating like trunk events.
Trunk or
he
treats.
sponsors trunk or
Yeah.
treats, or he, like for the kids in town and stuff. I thought it was cool. JMO's
I
a good
liked
kid.
Hutch's costume. He was 11 from Stranger Things. You see
Oh, I
that?
missed that.
Cool. I didn't see
it's
that.
pretty- Look it up.
Hutch was.
Yeah.
That's
They had a big party. Goff was the Ratatouille chef.
Goff's like the
wife-
master of Halloween costumes.
Yeah. His wife
He's
is
good.
the rat.
He's a rat.
And his baby, his newborn, was the rat in the daytime, and she was the rat
Yeah.
at the party.
Yeah.
He was good.
And
He's
just
juggling and
Rat
stuff
on the
too.
pod.
Oh, there he is.
There he
Look,
is.
There he is.
Oh my
that's
god,
pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Look at his eyes. He's got the little...
he looks
That's
just like
awesome.
her in proportions and everything.
All right, let's get into our prediction segments now, shall we?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's get
that's
into our first famous prediction segment. That is our roar of the week. That, of course, we picked the most impactful person in this game, whether it be offense, defense, coaches, etc., that we think will have the biggest impact, not necessarily the best stats or anything along those lines. So let's go around the horn here. Let's start with Rud Dog. Who's your roar of the week?
It's always tough. I got two. I'm really stuck between,
If it
but
was easy, everybody would do it.
it's true.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's
Steve,
right.
Good point. So, with that being said, I'm going with J-Mo. I think J-Mo is going to come out this week, and I think you don't say words like that, like Johnny Morton says, and nothing changes. I think they're going to make an effort to get him the ball, and he's just too damn good for not to do something with it. I think he's gonna light up the Vikes this week for 150 plus yards and
Wow.
2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Jameson Williams is my roar of the week.
I like it.
Jesus.
I would love to see that.
You right?
That's a good roar.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he's got J-Mo. Red Dog's got J-Mo. UJ.
All right. Well, the guy I'm picking just got paid. And yeah, he doesn't act like it. He says, well, I don't even notice. I didn't have anything to do with
They'll
the
get paid weekly.
negotiations or whatever. You know, I'm just glad it's over. I don't have to worry about it. He checked, went online, checked his bank account, had a couple more zeros, but it looks kind of the same except for a couple of extra zeros at the end. Like who cares? It's just money, right? He can't. But I'll tell you what, he's going to come out there and he's going to rip it in this game, man. I'll tell you what, against a weakened offensive line from the Vikings, J.J. McCarthy is not going to be comfortable at all in this game, at all. Hutch is going to be all over, man, like white on rice or whatever the term is. But he's going to beat the shit out of me. I'm saying 3 sacks by Hutch in this game. And a strip sack is one of them. Yeah, it's not a strip sack fumble that he will recover. And, he's going to have an awesome game here, I think. He has established himself as the big dog on this team, and he's going to show it in this game. So my roar of the week is Aiden Hutchinson, baby.
All right.
All right.
Hutch, another good roar out of UJ. All right. Bob.
Well, now that Hutch got paid like that, I think they're going to do the Fords are going to do like a trading places. They're going to switch a homeless guy to his house, and he'll be playing, and then Hutch will see he'll have no money, be out on the street. But anyway, roar. Just a social experiment.
I love that.
Run.
I love that.
But
Will his replacement
So-
get sacks?
I was going to go with J-Mo, but now everyone's talking J-Mo, so it's not as interesting. So I'm going to go another direction because it's going to be a lot to pick from this week because the Lions offense, they're playing on a fast track this week off the bye, back home, in front of the home crowd. I'm going to go Iowa legend Sam Laporta.
Ooh.
He's going to have a big game. I think there's going to be several people with big games, but he's going to be my roar of the week because he blocks his ass up and he's going to score 2 touchdowns.
Nice.
He's going to get some key catches in this game. Sam Laporta is my roar of the week, even though Red Dog is not worthy of the team. But
Oh my god.
All right, we like it. Sam Laporta is Bob's roar of the week.
I like the
Another
trading
excellent
places
roar.
scenario there, brother.
All right, producer Jay.
My roar of the week, I agree with I agree with Rud Dog. I think Jameson Williams can have a big week. I think they're gonna try to target him more since they've been really disconnected. Apparently he's apparently Jameis run more like go routes this year than I think he has ever had in his career. So I think they're gonna maybe change it up a little bit and get him in more situations where he can get the ball in his hands quicker. And so I think he'll be my roar of the week. Maybe he'll score some fantasy points too. Who knows? That would be nice.
All right.
I really thought Kid J was going to say he agrees with me and that Sam Porter wasn't worthy of the team. Good one, Kid J.
All right, Z.
All right. He's coming back off the injury report, and he gets one of the top 3 receivers in the NFL, or top 5. Well, it's subjective, but I think Terrion Arnold is going to be matched up with Justin Jefferson a lot in this game. I look forward to the matchup. Him stepping up against some of the best. I think he looks forward to that as well. I think he'll have a little more comfort too, because I think we are going to kick their ass, and there'll be more kind of a leeway. But I look forward to that battle. I think Terrion Arnold's going to only let Jefferson get 4 catches for 46 yards, which is a really good game. And honestly, a lot of that might come in garbage time later in the game. So Terrion Arnold going to have 2 pass deflections. I want maybe an interception. I'm not going to say interception necessarily, but shutting down Justin Jefferson, I think, makes him worthy of my roar of the week.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that one.
All
Out of left
right.
field
No one
sort
would-
on that one, but that was a good one.
So I love
That was a good
coming
one.
out of left field.
I thought someone was going to say Brian Branch. That was my other one. I was really torn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, there's gonna be a lot to
Doing
go
good.
around this week.
Yeah, there's
I
gonna be a
know. Play a good game.
Yeah. All right.
I
Let's
picked
move
the
on.
whole team.
Let's move on now to our ever famous prediction.
Oh yeah.
Lions, like I mentioned, 8.5 point favorites. 48.5 is the over under in this game. It's in Detroit. It is a 1:00 Eastern noon kickoff in Detroit. A rare noon kickoff for the Lions this year.
Yeah.
Not too many. Usually it's like
1
growing
o'clock
up, it's like
Eastern.
routine, like 12 o'clock September, October, November. Here it comes.
Yeah.
But nope.
Yeah.
They're popular now. They're the it team. They play in all the different time slots. Anyways, so that's what we have going on. And now let's give our predictions. I want to start with UJ.
All right. I like it. Oh boy. This is kind of an easy one, guys. I think the Lions are going to win this game for one thing. I think they're going to beat the spread, which is 8.5. I think they may beat it by times 3 at least.
Ooh.
I'm going to say my score is going to be 45-6.
Ooh.
I don't think that Vikings reach the end zone. J.J. McCarthy's going to be running for his life in this game, and he's going to make rookie mistakes. He's basically a rookie. Let's face it. He's played a few quarters of football in his year and a half, and he's basically a rookie. And he's going to look like it in this game. I hate to say it, Michigan guys, but
No, you don't.
he's going to struggle in this game. There's going to be a lot of guys doing good stuff in this game, but I think Goff's going to really be good. And I only say 45 because I think in the second half we're just going to be running it a lot, and and we're not going to be passing much. We're just going to be running it down their throats, and that defense is going to be worn down. And we're going to win 45. What did I say to 6? They're going to squeeze out a couple field goals in there, but no touchdowns. So 45-6 is my prediction.
Ooh.
Nice. Like it.
There we go.
Nice.
45-6 on a
Blowout.
UJ ass kicking in the hand of
Hey,
the
by the
Lions
way,
of the Vikings.
you guys weren't here, but last week,
Oh, no.
Red Dog did his prediction, and I predicted it dead on. I predicted Red
Oh,
Dog's prediction.
I know all
dead
these
on.
times I fell.
Dead on. Exactly.
I was
just
up
had
by a
to-
couple
It's not
points.
fair,
the
you're
week
his father.
before. Damn it.
Bring
Yeah,
it up.
that's good, man. I didn't know
Just
that.
had to point that out.
Well, I want to see
Well
Red
done.
Dog's prediction.
All right, Red Dog. Oh, gee, you got your prediction of Red Dog's prediction yet?
Well, get your pens and paper ready.
I got it right here.
Okay, all right. He's got it, man. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'll bet you $100 you don't get it right.
Nope, I will not take that
Who
bet.
wants,
but
who wants that action? All right. All right.
It was a terrible bet.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. UJ got it last week. Yeah. Are you saying you can't guess as good as UJ? All right. Well, I agree with the direction that UJ went. Ass kicking city, total beatdown, murder, mayhem. I think JJ McCarthy is not gonna be happy that he picked this week to get back on the field. Maybe he might even end his season. This is gonna be that kind of a bloodbath. Not intentionally, but it seems highly likely. I'm gonna go with 56. No, that's not right. 86-1. It's gonna be the first ever 1 point for the Vikings
Wait a
because it's gonna be
How
like
does
a pity
that-
play.
Come on, you can't do
The
that.
How
NFL's
does that
gonna
happen?
You can't do
the
that.
NFL's gonna institute the first ever pity
boo.
point.
You can't do that. Boo, that's a bad move.
Boo.
Bad.
Okay.
I hate you guys.
Change it.
All
Change
right.
it right now.
Well, Vic Z, there's no way you could predict that 'cause it's not even a real
What? I
score.
had
There you
86-1. What are you talking about?
You're getting muted for that one, Jackie. You're
Bloodbath.
getting muted for that one.
What'd you say?
Muted for that one. That's
I had
that's a
63 to
muting
0.
penalty.
It's
63
my
to 0.
prediction. I can do what I want with it.
You can't
What
even
is
get
your
1 point.
prediction?
Yeah.
It's
What is your
80
prediction?
I already said it.
86-1, which
Okay.
doesn't even make sense. But okay.
That's 0.
All right.
All right.
You guys
Kids
are
at
also
home,
whiny.
Don't do drugs.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips as a kid?
Yeah. Why?
I mean, I mixed them with pasta and stuff. Why?
Anyway.
All right, Bob. Moving on.
All right. Well, this will be a fun divisional game, which the Lions need those NFC games, divisional games, get those wins, stack them up. They will not give up an opening touchdown to the Vikings this week, but we will score an opening one ourselves. And Hutch is going to meet his old Michigan teammate, JJ, and slam him to the turf with a big smile on his face and do the stanky leg. Hutch will have a couple sacks. This will be a big game for the Lions. Like I said, Laporta is going to have a couple touchdowns. We're going to have Amon-Ra is going to get a touchdown, and Jahmyr Gibbs will get a touchdown as well.
Ooh.
So we're going to be the run game, the pass game. It's all be clicking this week. The defense is going to be playing solid. They're going to give JJ welcome back big time with that defense, knocking him around. So, but they will put up a little bit of points, I think. So I'm going to go 42-10 Lions. So
All right.
that is my prediction.
All right. Are you going?
Like that one.
Yeah, I'm going. And they're giving away the Amon-Ra bobbleheads with these
Are
on
you
his
going to get
head.
there early enough to get one? Doesn't sound
Hell
like-
yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, good. Then I'll have to somehow put in the background there.
Yeah.
I like
All
it. I like it. 42-10 out of Bob. That is his prediction for the game this weekend. All right. Producer Good Jay.
My prediction is I think the Vikings offensive line is very beat up. I think they might have like 2 to 3 starters potentially out. I forgot the left tackle that's playing. I think one of the tackles that's playing for the Vikings. I forgot his name. I think it's Justin Stool or something. Stoley or something. He was the backup right tackle last year when for the Bucks when Hutch had his 5-sack game. So I think I think Hutch is gonna get a lot of sacks, and I think the offense is not gonna move the ball very, very well. I think there's gonna be one drive where they're just gonna get Justin Jefferson on Taron Arnold's just gonna get a big pass interference, and everybody's gonna be mad about it. And it's gonna be like a 50-yard down the field because that happens at least once a game with Taron
It's
Arnold.
like an easy prediction.
Yeah. Sorry, I know. Like that's like asking the sun if the sun's gonna rise tomorrow. Jay, you're right.
Yeah.
But I think the Lions are gonna have are gonna have a scoring bonanza, and I just had to throw out the record book for this. When these two teams get together because it's a divisional matchup, you can't really tell. You can't really predict the future in division rivals that together. But I'm gonna throw the record book out for this one.
Oh.
And say
The
that
dog.
the Lions are gonna win 38-10.
All right.
We talked about it. We're over budget.
Hey,
We're over
hey.
budget.
Hey, you got a wedding to
throw out
plan
another
for. You
book.
can't keep buying these books and throwing them away.
Damn it.
Good one, Kid Jay. Love it.
All right. Like it.
I love it.
Hey.
I love it.
All right. What was it? 38-10.
Trees
38-10,
hate them.
Yeah, 38-10.
All right. I was distracted by you throwing away $20. All right. 38-10.
Get the producer money.
Producer
You
Good
can
Jay.
do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I also agree. I think the Lions are going to control this game handily throughout, especially on the defensive side, especially from coming off a bye week and the Vikings having to come back from Los Angeles. after an ass kicking. Typically, like when you get your ass kicked, the spreads teams usually cover at a high percentage after they lose by 20 or more, and then following up. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't think that applies here. I think the Lions they have owned this Vikings team through the Campbell era, and I think they will continue to do that in this game. So I'm going to go 34-13 Lions here. 34-13. I do think
Do you even
JMO at
believe
least
in the
gets
Lions?
50 yards in this game, if not more. I just think this is not the Vikings team of last year, and I think McCarthy is going to struggle in his return. So 34-13, that is my prediction. And we have yet all again predicted the Lions to be victorious
Yeah.
this
We're
week.
5-2 this year collectively. I mean,
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty
You
good.
you count that up quick.
We're doing pretty good. Yeah. Hey, I just
Yeah.
want to mention one more
Good.
thing. A guy we don't mention a lot sometimes, and I think we forget. I think that this defensive line, Ali McNeil, is a freaking wrecker, man. That guy is awesome, and his addition back to that defensive line is just—it can't be stated enough how good he is coming up the middle of that defense. It's just ripping through guys,
Oh, yeah.
and getting to the quarterback. It's unbelievable, and wow. That guy just impresses the hell out of me every time I see him play, and he's only getting healthier too. I mean, they held his snaps back a little bit in the last game, but there's no holding him back now. I don't think.
I don't think so.
He's raring to go, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he's just so good. He's so much fun to watch.
Imagine
I don't
if
know
we
that
had a
he's that under the
Ruzarika
radar,
healthy.
but he's
Yeah, I know. God,
yeah, it's be good.
yeah.
Sorry,
But
Bob,
we-
what was that? We
No,
were
I was
talking
just
over-
saying I don't think he's that under the radar. Really, McNeil when he came back, that's
Well,
kind of
maybe
big
not,
news.
but like we went through this whole pod, didn't even mention his name, and sometimes he gets lost in the shuffle a little bit with all the other things going on. But man, what a difference maker he is in that line, though. When he's back in there,
Yeah.
just unreal.
Oh, Graham Glasgow. We haven't mentioned him yet. I was just throwing him out there.
Tate Ratledge,
Yeah.
Christian Mahogany, Sewell.
Yeah,
Mohammed
You know-
El Kadid.
yeah, you're right, guys. You're right. Gosh darn it.
What about Tyrus Wheat?
Isaac Tesla.
All right.
Rock Wright.
Yeah, boy.
Did you know Wheat has celiac disease? He's
It's like you almost forgot
Tolerant.
Mullet's on the team. God.
Ironic, Bob.
All right.
That should be our title for this week. Wheat has
can't confirm
celiac
that.
disease? Question mark.
I can't confirm it. I have
We
no
might get
source
some extra
for it.
listeners for like just
Man
like
who
health
once
nuts
watched
out
a
there that
doctor
click
on
on
TV.
random
Celiac
podcasts.
disease? Question mark. I think that's the title.
Man who's watched many doctors on TV claims
he's
Tyrus
gluten-free.
Wheat may have. My
All
cousin's
right. On that note,
gluten-free,
I think we can wrap it up.
Therefore, I can say.
All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for listening. Of course, we want to thank our producer, Kid J.
Good job.
We're crushing it every single week, giving some
the
solid
best.
predictions this
He's
week,
the
I think,
best.
too.
Around.
And
No
putting
one's ever
that
gonna
Kelvin
keep
Shepard clip.
him
He does
down.
it all. He does it all. I want to please, if you
He didn't do
have
handstands.
if you have any comments or whatever, follow us on Instagram at Drinking the Blue Kool-Aid or Twitter/X at Drinking Lions. Follow us on there. Also, YouTube at DTBK_Lions, or just subscribe to, or just type in Drinking the Blue Kool-Aid, and you'll see our logo and subscribe right there. Spotify, Apple, where you get your podcast. Please download, please subscribe, please leave a review. Greatly appreciate that. Other than that, gentlemen, it's week 9 of the NFL season. October is officially coming to an end, and we're on to November. 2 months left in the year, in the calendar year.
Wow.
It always happens fast.
Yeah.
It always happens
Super
fast.
Bowl, here we come.
Fast.
Yeah, Z, are you dressing up with your kids? The little
Yeah, we
family
dressed
costume?
up as I was Donald, my wife was Daisy. Little guys were Pluto and Mickey,
Nice.
Nice.
and the dog was Goofy.
Yeah.
How about you?
No, I'm not dressing up now.
Oh,
My kids are all grown up, so
Boo.
UJ's dressing as a bum. But that's just what he usually
yeah, that's
dresses.
just that's
I'm
what
a
it is.
60s Lions fan. You know, we smoked a lot of weed. We had
Really
to
miserable.
because the Lions are really bad back in those days, but it was fun anyway. You know, it's always fun with the Lions. It's always fun. Whether they win, they lose, doesn't matter. We just love them. That's our team. You know, and people forget why we started this podcast. We're the longest running podcast, I think, in the history of Lions. I think it's unofficial.
Almost certainly.
It's unofficial, but we've been quite long running, and we started this podcast because the Lions were always so bad, and we wanted to give a positive look on the Lions. And then all of a sudden, they got good on us. Which I'm not complaining. Mind
Should we go negative now?
No. No.
Just do the opposite.
I'm just saying, our roots, where we came from, let's not
Spiking the
forget
Blue
where we
Kool-Aid.
came from, like we were a long suffering team. Now we're not. All of a sudden we're like good. And but I don't think it's changed our demeanor much, really, as far as the way
No,
we
not
look
at
at
all.
things.
No.
We still haven't won that.
Gonna make
lose the Super Bowl.
the victory of the Super Bowl even better. So
Oh my God. That
Like
day-
Rod Marinelli said, it's in the dark. You just keep shoveling. Pick,
Yeah,
pick
keep
your
hitting
pick
the
sharp.
stone,
keep pounding the
hammering
rock,
and-
shoveling the shit.
kicking the
Yeah,
act.
keep doing it, man. Just keep pounding.
So this is the extension of Marinelli's wisdom.
Oh man,
Got us
we
here.
should send him a ring too, just because for that when we win.
Like Sean said, he's Marinelli 2.0. Dan Campbell.
He just does it with more style.
He's the upgraded. He's got smarts too.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll be back with our reactions early next week to the Lions' victory over the Vikings.
Yeah.
And last but not least, as always, go. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rock, rock, rock. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go!